Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back to Business Sense. I hope everybody had a good week. Here at the Business Sense channel, we try to give you good, value added information for your benefit. Okay? So today, I wanted to talk specifically about two countries that are investing heavily in Western assets. Okay? The first one is China, and the second one is Japan. Okay, and the two companies that I want to talk about specifically are Tencent Music Group and Asahi Holdings. All right, so I'll start off with Tencent Music Group. It's a very, very interesting play. It's a collaboration between Tencent Holdings and Spotify. Tencent Holdings has roughly a 7.5% stake within Spotify. And then Spotify has a 9% stake within Tencent Music Group. So these two companies basically collaborated along with others, okay, to bring out Tencent Music Group. It just IPO'd roughly about a year ago, so it's very close to its IPO price. It had ran off for a while, and then it started to back down, and that's when I made a play roughly a month ago or so. Okay, today, the last time I looked, it was roughly $13.20 a share. The 52-week range of this security was between $11.27 all the way up to $19.97. The interesting thing about Tencent Music Group is that they just made a 10% acquisition of Universal Music Group's assets. All right, okay, with the option to purchase an additional 10%. All right, so that's a real nice play. Okay, it's a multi-billion-dollar acquisition. And for those of you who don't know Universal Music Group, they have some of the top artists on the planet under their umbrella, okay? Like Kanye West, they're doing a deal with Jay-Z. They have Lady Gaga. They have the rights to the Beatles, Nicki Minaj, Justin Bieber, just to name a few. So they have really, really top artists under their umbrella. So that's the deal that Tencent Music Group is making, and I believe in this company. I'm very, very curious to see what they're going to look like within the next 5 years, especially with having that option to purchase an additional 10% stake. I think they have roughly up until January of 2021 to decide whether or not they're going to get that additional 10%. So take a look at it. Tell me what you think in the comments. I'm invested in it. I like the company. I'm curious to see what they're going to look like in the future. But these are just some examples of how these companies are working together to make big deals and make big things happen for the future. And we have to do the same thing within our portfolios and stop looking only to the U.S. to invest, because it's a big world out here and there's a lot of opportunity within it. So if the U.S., Japan, and China are investing globally, so should you and I. Okay, so the second company that I wanted to discuss, not for the sake of investing in the stock, but the bullion, okay, the gold and silver bullion play within Asahi Holdings. All right, Asahi Holdings is a Japanese firm. Okay, it's a very, very big company. They have a lot of holdings. They have now a precious metals business. They have a medical, healthcare and medical firm. They have an environmental preservations business. They're also in the brewery business. Now, Asahi Holdings just last year purchased all of AB InBev's holdings within Australia. Okay, that's Anheuser-Busch InBev's Australian holdings. Okay, that acquisition cost them $11.3 billion. Okay, very, very big acquisition. All right. Now, the acquisition that I'm speaking of today that I want you guys to pay attention to is all about the precious metals business. Okay. In 2015, Asahi Holdings purchased all of Johnson Matthey's gold and silver businesses, all of their gold and silver refining businesses that were located in Salt Lake City, Utah, Ontario, Canada, Mexico, and some other countries who I can't think of right now. But it's it was a very, very big play. But I like this because Johnson Matthey used to be the creme de la creme in the bullion business, alongside of Credit Suisse. These were like the top bullion dealers on the planet. Okay, and now Asahi has taken that place. So they're in the London Bullion Market Association now. So that gives them the opportunity to service all of the gold and silver bullion holding central banks throughout the globe. Okay, as well as servicing refineries, servicing dealers, fabricators, miners, you name it. So take a look at Asahi Holdings. I'm in the market for some of their bullion bars, because I think these bullion bars are going to be some of the most sought after bullion bars now that they have taken over for Johnson Matthey. You could also play the bullion market through the paper market. You don't have to necessarily buy physical bullion bars. It's very dangerous to have them in your home. You don't want to hold gold or silver bullion in your home, But when you buy, some of these precious metal bars from your exchanges like Kitco or APMEX, that's American Precious Metals Exchange. You can purchase bullion from these companies, and they will also store them for you. So, for those of you who are interested in the bullion market, you can, look to diversify your portfolios with gold and silver. But I just wanted to share with you guys, some of the foreign countries and companies of these countries that are making major plays throughout the globe and diversifying, as well as you and I have to also diversify. So take a look at some of these assets and tell me what you think. I hope that this information has been helpful to you and your family's plans. Give me a thumbs up. Hopefully you like this information. Subscribe, and I'll be digging up more information that I think will help you in the future. Take care. All right.